Hi, it's Mike and Alan again with some great wishes for your future during this Thanksgiving. Alan, how are you doing?
I'm great, Mike. Thanks. Happy Thanksgiving. How are you?
I'm doing fine. And yes, I'm going to spend Thanksgiving with some friends and big turkey. And I'm making some mashed potatoes and yams and stuff like that as my contribution. And yeah, I've got a lot to look forward to. It should be great.
Amazing. Nice. Well, I wanted to take a minute and just express some of the things that I'm grateful for. It's that time of the year. So
Yeah.
if you don't mind, I had a big list. I narrowed it down to 5 things that I'd like to share with you and with our audience, things that I'm grateful for, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
All right. First of all, the essentials, the absolute essentials: food, water, clothing, shelter, electricity, abundant energy, and the breath of life. So every day is a gift. And I try to remember that multiple times every single day. Just thankful to be alive. So that's really the starting point. I appreciate it all. I'm thankful for the people, family, friends, colleagues. This is my home, my partner, my dog, my cat. And this photo was taken in Mexico. We were on a road trip and everyone was really hot, crammed in the car. And we tried to take a selfie. It took like 10 tries, and then we finally got this one. Everyone's just looking.
That was back when we first started working together then, during your Mexico trip.
Yes, that was 2019. Yes.
Okay.
This is one of my favorite photos of all time. A lot of memories behind it.
Okay.
Awesome. And this is a friend of mine who invited me to India, and this is a friend who we met in India, just a random guy, and I still talk to him very regularly, almost once a week. And that was over a year ago. So made some good friends there. And then, of course, you and me from Puerto Rico earlier this year. I can't remember if that was April, but yeah, that was this year.
Yeah.
So very thankful for all the people in my life. I'm also thankful for my country. I think the United States of America is the greatest country in the world, especially when we follow our founding principles. It's the greatest source of prosperity for everybody when we stick to those principles. And sadly, when we deviate from them, it can be a great source of suffering for many people. So anyways, I love my country. Very fortunate to be born here, very fortunate to live here, and very fortunate to be able to embody those principles to the best of my ability every day. This might sound weird, but I'm very thankful for money. Just the fact that it exists. Gold, silver, Bitcoin. And as I put this together, I was reminded of a quote, and I forget who said it. Money is valuable because of the risks you don't take.
Wow.
When you don't have money, when you're stuck using currency, and when you feel the purchasing power deteriorate on a daily basis or a monthly basis, you're forced to take risks that you otherwise wouldn't take. You gamble. You gamble with your currency. You gamble with your time. You might gamble in the stock market or in the crypto market trying to find something that's going to 10x. Or 100x. And those are risks you really don't need to take. You also might take risks with drugs or alcohol or other things you put into your body or things you do with your body. And when you have when you have access to a technology, a savings tool like money, you simply don't take a lot of those risks that you otherwise might. So I'm very thankful to have access to these tools. And finally, my job, this opportunity to be here to make this video at goldsilver.com, not only the website, but the YouTube channel. So it's absolutely a dream come true to be able to do this, to be able to do it with you, Mike, and to be able to share everything with such a fantastic community. So these are the things I'm thankful for. So thank you, Mike. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, some of the things that I'm grateful for, I have to start with my parents. My father, especially, always encouraged the entrepreneurial spirit in me to try to start my own businesses, to just be my own person. And, he started a business for my brother and I believe I was 11 or 12, and my brother is 4 years younger than me. So he was like 7 or 8 years old when we had Pat and Mike's Warehouse. And, he was the sales manager for what very quickly became the largest motorcycle helmet manufacturer on the planet. They went from an obscure manufacturer to being like 6 times larger than the next competitor in a very short period of time when Easy Rider came out, and they had the American helmet. And so I've got this picture of me when I'm like 12 years old, and I was shipping off. And we ran ads in the back of these motorcycle magazines, and we got orders from all over the world, South Africa, New Zealand, and it was very exciting. And so that was actually the beginning of my entrepreneurial career. And my father was always he was a stoic man who had been through the worst of World War II, the Battle of the Bulge, a liberator of Dachau. He had seen horrors that I can't even imagine. And but he never talked about it. He was just I can't figure out how people do this, where they raise a family and they have a job. And I wish that I could sit with him today and tell him how sorry I am for the hell I put him through when I was a teenager. And then, I'm very grateful for some of the people that I've met and worked with. Dan Rubach, especially. Being able to travel the world with Dan. I mean, I've got this photo in London where he met his friend Andrew, happened to be there at the same time. But traveling around with Dan, he's somebody that, in his midlife still looks at the world sometimes like with a child's eyes. He always gets the window seat in an airplane, and he's just glued to that window, and he's taking pictures and stuff all the time. So during the filming of Hidden Secrets of Money, it was a great privilege to be able to travel around the world and film at all of these places with Dan. And then the animators that he's got, Aiden and Lincoln, Aiden Magnus and Lincoln Jude, the support that we get, the creativity that we get. Being able to work with you has been a great privilege. And now with the farm, I've got people like Kevin Lally and Phil Sarsons. And these are some very high caliber, amazing people that I'm working with. And I'm very grateful for it. We're trying to change the world in a positive direction. And at the same time, it seems like there's people trying to destroy the world. So these are some of the things that I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the job and the opportunity that I get. I'm very, very grateful for all the clients of GoldSilver.com, because that is what makes this channel possible. Without people, we have never done. We used to not run advertising, but it helps the YouTube algorithms and helps our video views by running advertising. But we always had the advertising switched off simply because I thought the message was much more important. I thought it was too important to be interrupted with advertising. And I wanted people to have all of this knowledge. And now we run the advertising just to help get our views up. But the opportunity that GoldSilver.com has afforded me and you to be able to spread this education, that is something I am extremely grateful for. And then, I'm up here on my farm in the mountains of Puerto Rico, completely off the grid. I've got 4 buildings that are not connected to the grid whatsoever. We'll probably connect them someday so we can sell excess power back to the power company, but that's going to be the only reason. So yes, I've got many, many things to be grateful for. So.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mike. Me too. I had a much longer list. Of course, my mother and father, I left them out. Maybe I should have included them, but yes, thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity. And thanks everyone for watching. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. So everybody out there, have a great Turkey Day. We'll see you next time.